Okay, in this episode, we are going to go after...
Nature's servant awaits. Yes, oh
After we
omnipresent
rest.
authority figure.
You're a queer fellow.
Let's see, we have identify. Let's use that. We certainly want to identify the scroll. Protection from undead, that can come in handy. Well, she's the cleric. Let's give it to her. They tend to deal with that topic. And we can just identify the gauntlets, work our way down in order. I knew that it gave her 18. That helps with her missiles and her armor class. We put it on her first for the armor class because she's the front person. And now we rest.
You've a task?
Okay.
What you want?
So she got those 2 identifies back. And let's go
Nature's
after
servant awaits.
the
As you
Ankhegs.
direct.
Because the armor for Branwyn is going to take a day. So, 3 days. So while
good as done.
it takes 3 days, let's work our way through the Ankhegs.
For the fallen!
The bows usually sell for something decent. That's why I take them. Remember, we can sell these scalps to Officer Vibe for, I don't know, something like 50 GP each.
You've a task?
The leather armor, for its weight, it's not really worth carrying. Each of them takes up an equipment slot. They weigh a little bit, and they're not worth much. So, Jihira will go up to fight.
Go for the eyes,
really not
Go
into
for the eyes! Rask!
And everybody has a decent armor class anyway, and decent hit points.
Oh dear.
They should be able to take a hit from these guys. And we have now 3 people that have Cure Light Wounds.
Nature's servant awaits. As good as done.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
I will edit out, I think,
defense
fighting like
offense.
fighting like basic hobgoblins. I'll probably edit those out of the videos. Okay, where do we see... There.
Tempest, give us victory!
Oh dear. I want to live. Yes.
Yes, I want to live. And
Thy
Branwyn
tempest
will
shield!
cure light wounds on him.
At your service.
You've a task as you direct.
All right, let's go.
Nature's servant awaits.
Let's go sell the shell, the Ankheg shells.
For the group. For
Buddy,
the
here,
group.
let me show you something. I believe it's in this chest.
Ah, hello. If you insist.
And that would be a magic item.
Yes, oh, as you direct.
We'll give that to Branwen, and then we'll sell it back to him in the
Good as
morning.
done.
I will give it to Imoen for her to identify. It's a +1 bastard sword. Let's get History of the Faithful coin.
As good as done.
Oh yeah,
You want some
and
whiskey?
let's see. Well, we can sell the jewelry here. In fact, Imoen will sell all her jewelry. Now we need a history of the faithful coin. And bracers of AC8 for Imoen's armor. Did she buy that? I meant to buy that. Hold on.
I got some cheap beer for ya.
Buy. Okay, so watch what happens when Imoen puts the bracers on. Her armor class goes down to 4, which is an improvement. Now let's give the
As good as done.
Faithful Coin book right across from the Feldpost Inn.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Firebeat Elvenhair says, next time you pass through Candlekeep, you should read the history of the Bell in the Depths. It is a favorite of mine that I'm sure you would like. Speak to him again.
As you
So
direct.
hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Let me talk to him.
If you insist.
So hard to find decent
You're old
folk
Gorian's
nowadays.
ward, the lonely kid of Candlekeep, of course. I heard about the loss of Gorian, and I must give you my deepest condolences. I hope since you've left Candlekeep, you've kept up on your reading. Oh, the world of books. I have heard that a new copy of the wondrous tomb, the history of the faithful coin, can be had for a pretty penny in one of the stores around here. If you would be so kind as to buy it for an old man like myself, I'd gladly reimburse you. I'd even give you a little bonus to help in your travels. It must be so hard with Gorian gone. Okay, so we are quested with giving him the book. So Theophilus will speak to him again.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Firebeat Elvenhair says, you are generous to an old man. So I will be generous in turn. Let me give you another book in exchange. It is a touch darker than what you've given me, but I get a sense that you may enjoy it nonetheless.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
So we gain 300
Good
experience,
on you if you save the day.
1 reputation, a book, and a scroll case. So now we can give the scroll case to Imoen. You can't even find this scroll case in some guides. And now Imoen can drop the scrolls in the case and save on inventory slots. How excellent is that? Now, as far as the book, History of the Dead 3, Knucklebones, Skull Bowling, and the Empty Throne. In ages past, there was but one god of strife, death, and the dead, a false god, and he was known as Jurgle, lord of the end of everything. more like a demon, right? Jurgle fomented and fed on the discord among the mortals and powers alike. When beings slew each other in their quest for power or in their hatred, he welcomed them into his shadowy kingdom of eternal gloom. As all things died, everything came to him eventually, and over time he built his power into a kingdom unchallenged by any other false god. Eventually, however, he grew tired of his duties, for he knew them too well. Without challenge there is nothing, and in nothingness there is only gloom. In such a state, the difference between absolute power and absolute powerlessness is undetectable. During this dark era, there arose three powerful mortals, Bane, Baal, and Merkel, who lusted after the power Jurgle wielded. The trio forged an unholy pact, agreeing that they would dare to seek such ultimate power or die in the attempt. Over the length and breadth of the realms they strode, seeking powerful magic and spells and defying death at every turn. No matter what monster they confronted or what spells they braved, the three mortals emerged unscathed at every turn. Eventually, the trio destroyed one of the seven lost gods, and they each seized a portion of his divine essence for themselves. That god should be lowercase g. The trio then journeyed into the gray waste and sought out the castle of bone. Through armies of skeletons, legions of zombies, hordes of non-corporal undead, and a gauntlet of liches, they battled. Eventually, they reached the object of their lifelong quest, the Bone Throne. "I claim this throne of evil," shouted Bane the tyrant. "I'll destroy you before you can raise a finger," threatened Baal the assassin. "And I shall imprison your essence for eternity," promised Merkel the necromancer. Jurgle arose from his throne with a weary expression and said, "The throne is yours. I have grown weary of this empty power. Take it if you wish. I promise to serve and guide you as your central until you grow comfortable with the position." Before the stunned trio could react, the Lord of the Dead continued, "Who among you shall rule?" The trio immediately fell to fighting amongst themselves, while Jurgle looked on with indifference. When eventually it appeared that either they would all die of exhaustion or battle on for an eternity, the Lord of the End of Everything intervened. "After all you have sacrificed, would you come away with nothing? Why don't you divide the portfolios of the office and engage in a game of skill for them?" asked Jurgle. Bane, Baal, and Merkel considered the false god's offer, and agreed. Jurgle took the heads of his three most powerful liches and gave them to the trio that they would compete by bowling the skulls. Each mortal rolled a skull across the gray waste, having agreed that the winner would be he who bowled the farthest. Malar, the Beast Lord, arrived to visit Jurgle at this moment. After quickly ascertaining that the winner of the contest would get all of Jurgle's power, he chased off after the three skulls to make sure that the contest would be halted until he had a chance to participate for part of the prize. Bane, Baal, and Merkel again fell to fighting as if it was obvious their sport was ruined. And again Jurgle intervened. "Why don't you allow Lady Luck to decide so you don't have to share with the beast?" The trio agreed, and Jurgle broke off his skeletal finger bones and gave them to the players. When Malar returned from chasing the skulls, he found that the trio had just finished a game of knucklebones. Bane cried out triumphantly, "As winner, I choose to rule for all eternity as the ultimate tyrant. I can induce hatred and strife at my whim, and all will bow down before me while in my kingdom." Merkel, who had won second place, declared, "But I choose the dead, and by doing so truly win, because all you are lord over, Bane, will eventually be mine. All things must die, even gods with a lowercase g." You see, they're false gods. Baal, who finished third, demurred, "I choose death, and it is by my hand that all that you rule, Lord Bane, will eventually pass to Lord Merkel. Both of you must pay honor to me and obey my wishes. Since I can destroy your kingdom, Bane, by murdering your subjects, and I can starve your kingdom, Merkel, by staying my hand. Malar growled in frustration but could do nothing, and yet again only the beasts were left for him, and Jurgel merely smiled, for he had been delivered. Okay, we'll sell that, but we'll go across the street again and sell the book. Because after all, we just
You've
read it,
attacked?
didn't we?
Tis good as done.
So back into the
good as
Fell Post
done.
Inn.
Fine looking strumpet, ain't I?
As you direct.
You want some whiskey?
And go to me. Oh, he needs to be healed. And we'll sell the necklace, The History of the Dead 3. Double check that nobody's got anything that I want to sell right now. Oh, the short bows. Oh, but he's not buying them. I'll have to sell them at the weaponsmith. Okay, now it's
As
hour
good as
2.
done.
We can go to Officer Vi and sell the bandit stuff. There's
As
Officer
you
Vi.
direct.
Can I assist you?
I'll take all the scalps you have. 6 of them will give us 300 gold. Okay, now
good as
let's
done.
get a +1 staff for Imoen to carry.
Hello there. I have a pretty proposal for you.
We're always on the lookout for money. So Garrick says, I'm Garrick and I work for Silke Rosanna. She's the most skilled musician and actor along the Sork coast. In fact, she's to play at the Ducal Palace before the month's done. However, she's been having some problems of late. Some thugs have been hired by Feldpost to hurt her bad because she didn't perform at his inn when she was supposed to. You can blame her for not showing up, with a villain like Feldpost running the place. She needs mercenaries to protect her until she's ready to go to Baldur's Gate. She's willing to pay 300 gold. What do you say? All right, sounds fair. Show us to your mistress. He says, I think you made a good decision. Just meet me outside the Red Sheep Inn. Now, let's do this. Once again, wait, who has the lightning bolt? This protects against missile and piercing. This protects against crushing. Don't I have something that protects against lightning? Oh well.
You have need of me? I can, but try.
Yep.
With lightning,
This way.
What is it?
generally you want to spread people out.
Cool ones. Full plate and packing steel.
You cold?
And I should heal myself.
Nature's
And
servant
Jahira
awaits.
should heal herself. All right, let's do
Yes,
this.
O omnipresent authority figure, is good as done. Greetings, mercenaries. I am Silky.
Silky,
Despin extraordinaire.
Silky says hello there. I see my Garrick has been rather busy. You look as if you're worth paying a little extra. What did my little helper offer you? Garrick says I offered them 300 gold, just like you told me. Silky says I'll raise your wage to 400 gold. Silky, well then, I assume that Garrick has explained what your duties are. You must simply dispose of the ruffians when they come to threaten me. They shouldn't be too hard to deal with, but I would advise you to strike fast. Whatever you do, don't speak with them. One of them is a mage whose mystic words can sway even the most wise men. I think that's suspicious for her to say that. Here they are now. Feldpost thugs, strike when I tell you. Faltus, greetings, Silke. We're here as you've asked, and we have the... Silke, don't try to threaten me. I won't be easy prey for you to beat on. I brought friends. Faltus, what are you talking about? We're here with the gems that... Silke, shut up. There'll be no weaseling out of this one. Strike now. Kill them all. We say, stop this madness. We won't murder those who are obviously innocent men. Silke says, our deal is off. In any case, you're probably too cowardly to be of any good in a fight. I'll deal with them myself after I deal with you. And she turns red.
You've a task?
All right, so we're dealing with a wizard.
Yes?
She shoots a lightning
I turn
bolt.
off.
So I'm going to use a magic missile, which should beat her lightning bolt.
What is your command?
Yes?
You point, I punch.
Okay.
You're a queer fellow.
Now, Imoen will use a second magic missile. And down she goes, without even getting off her lightning bolt. She's worth 900 experience. Gives us a level up.
Nature's servant awaits.
Now let's
Is
see what
good at
she's
story.
got. 400 gold. That would be a +1 staff and a potion of invulnerability. Now let's go speak to one of these guys. Faltus. We thank you for stopping the evil witch before she killed us. Here, take this as a token of our appreciation. And we gain a potion of defense. So these potions can go in Imoen's potion bag. We'll pull that out if we ever really need it. All right, the staff goes to Imoen, who also gained a level. She'll identify that. So she's got a +1 staff that she doesn't have proficiency in. But if she ever gets a proficiency, we'll put it in that. Okay, let's level Imoen up. She's now a 3rd level mage with 2nd level spells that she gets, which also gives her more hit points. She's up to 22. So she's got Ghoul Touch. So since that's all she has, that's what she will memorize.
What you want?
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
I guess we should talk to Garrick. No, we'll leave him. Oh, let's see what time it is. Hour 2. Okay, let's do another fight. If we go up into the tavern up there, we'll get
Good as
attacked
done.
by a dwarf.
You're at the end of your rope, I'll wager.
You've
So we'll
attacked
send Imoen up in the middle.
for the group.
Carlat, you're at the end of your rope, I'll wager. Not that it's anything personal, you understand. But I'm afraid your time on this here ball of mud is just about done. Well, I say I hope you've the will to back up those words. Carlet says, aye, that I do, the will and the way. Shall we get to business then? All right.
Nature's
And everybody
servant awaits.
will attack Carlet.
My blade will cut you down to size.
And down he goes.
Yes, oh omnipresent
Once you got the
authority
party
figure,
built up, a lot of these early things,
for the
you
group.
skip them and come back to them, they're fairly easy. He didn't have really any good magic items. So this bounty notice offers 350 gold for me.
You've a task? As good as done.
Okay, we
You
did a
want some
couple of
whiskey?
quests. Small ones. All right. It's daytime now.
As good as done. As good as done.
I saved the game.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
I'd like to sell you more Ankheg shells. Ah, this will make a fine suit of plate for a governor better. Nobility like exotic materials. Probably close to 20,000 gold when I'm finished. May survive. Okay, lost an Ankheg shell for 500.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
Get another 500. So we made 1,000 gold off
I
those
can make
Ankheg
whatever
shells.
you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
Now we'll sell the sword, the short bow, because nobody uses that type of sword. And he will sell the short bows for 6 each. Okay, and in the next
you direct.
episode, we will fight Ankhegs again. We'll start at the friendly arm area. Thank you for watching.